Tucker representing the Gladiators and the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast, coming to another video review. And today I'll be reviewing the Target exclusive WWE Legends Series 7, The Weasel, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Now, if you saw my other reviews, you will know of me mentioning this figure. I actually was not planning on buying this figure, but then I went to Target recently and noticed that this figure is starting to sell out pretty quick. So they had one left, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this figure a chance because you never know, I might regret it. So I picked him up. So we'll see how I feel on it. Anyways, before we take a look at the figure, take a look at the packaging first, as we always do. Now, I love this packaging. Like I said, I still wish it was the older WWE Legends packaging, but I still love how they had the color scheme and certain aspects of the design. Anyways, just the Legends logo, Bobby the Brain Heenan. It would have been funny if it said the Weasel Bobby the Brain Heenan, because that's what he was known for. They always called him the Weasel back in the 80s. And plus, he is wearing the Weasel suit, so it would have been appropriate. The top, Series 7, Elite Collection, True FX. Picture of Bobby Heenan in the outfit, Elite Collection. The side, another picture. And then the back picture, his name and his bio. You can pause right there if you want to read. And then the other figures in the set, we got Razor Ramon, of course Bobby Heenan, and Greg the Hammer Valentine. I've already reviewed Razor Ramon and Greg the Hammer Valentine, which I actually have those two figures right here. Razor Ramon and Greg Valentine. So if you have not seen those reviews, check those out. So as you notice, I now have all three figures. Anyways, that's what it is for the packaging. So let's open up the Weasel, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and see what we got. We'll be right back. Alright, so here we have the Weasel, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Open up his packaging. And this figure is actually pretty good. It's very underrated in my opinion. Anyways, let's take a look. First up, his accessories. He comes with a pair of interchangeable hands. The pointing hands, which I don't know what you would use these for. I guess when he's arguing at the person he's being, managing. I guess. I probably won't use these, so these are probably just going to go in my container. Then he comes with this really cool and really soft Weasel suit, which is obviously what this figure is based on from the match that he had against the Ultimate Warrior, where if Bobby the Brain Heenan lost, he would have to be dressed inside this full-size Weasel suit. And I love the design of it. It's actually really cool. It's definitely pretty accurate for the most part. So, the only difference is I kind of wish they would have did what Jack Pacific did, and that was have the claws on there. Because in case you didn't know, Jack Pacific, they released a very rare and very limited edition Bobby the Brain Heenan figure in their Classic Superstars line, where he was wearing this exact suit, the Weasel suit, and it actually had claws, just like the real Weasel suit did from that match. So I kind of wish they found a way to do that. I mean, they didn't have to be plastic or anything. At least, I don't know, maybe cloth claws, I guess. However, and it does come off. It is Velcro removable. And because of the material, it feels like that material that Mattel uses that might leave stains on the figure. So hopefully this does not leave stains. It's Velcro removable. I kind of wish it went down into here so that way you can open up wider. Let's see if I can get this off. I'm trying not to tear it. See, it is a little tricky. Oh, my bad. Of course, he has the tail on the back, which is kind of funny. Yeah, this is actually kind of tricky. Oh, there we go. It's starting to come down. Yeah, I don't want to rip it. You know what? I'm going to take this off. Okay, finally got the suit off. See, this is why I said when the Velcro needs to go down to about here. That way you can stretch it out farther so I can take it off his arms. Anyways, there it is. And here he is in his wrestling attire that he wore during that match. Yeah, this was what he wore when he faced the Ultimate Warrior. And then obviously when he lost the match, that's when he was put in the Weasel suit. And the whole crowd started chanting Weasel, and that was pretty funny. So far, I don't see any stains, so thank God. Because with it being a full bodysuit, I was really concerned whether or not it was going to leave stains on there. There's pretty cool. I don't really care for the physique. I think he's a little too ripped. He was never this muscular back in those days. I mean, he was this size, but he wasn't, like, ripped or anything. I mean, look at him. This figure's freaking ripped. Alright, anyways, head scan is pretty much the same as the other Bobby Heenan figures that Mattel has given us, like the Target exclusive Heenan Family 4-pack and the Toys R Us exclusive Fan Central figure. The only difference being the True Effects. Let's see. How about you guys? But one of my eyes looks a little, one of the eyes on mine looks a little messed up. See, so this eye looks a little bit bigger and this one looks a little bit smaller, so that's weird. It's not bad. The skin tone's way off. Like you see, obviously the skin tone on the arms does not match the torso, and the skin tone on the face does not match the torso at all. And also the legs, it's way off. So that's a major complaint there. And since he was managing Andre the Giant at that point, of course he's going to wear a black singlet just like Andre. Anyways, articulation is what you'd expect, with elite figures. Head can rotate 360. Can look down, kinda. Can't really look up. Arms for rotate 360. They can go in and out. Rotate the bicep. Bend the elbow. Rotate the wrist and hinge. Ab crunch moves about that far forward and that far back. Swivel waist. Legs forward about that far and back to original position. They can go in and out. Rotate the thigh. Double jointed knee. Swivel the boot. Hinge at the ankle. This one's actually not super tight because it's an older boot mold. And then ankle pivot. It's not bad. So you can pretty much perform pretty much any move that the Ultimate Warrior did on Bobby Heenan during that match. So aside from the skin tone issue and the suit being a pain in the butt to take off, it's a pretty good figure. Now let's move on to some comparisons a little bit. Here he is with the other Bobby Heenan figure that I have, the Hall of Fame figure. As you see, head scan's pretty much the same. The only difference is the True Effects on this new one. I'm glad to little something different. Pretty good. And also here he's with next to pretty much the most famous and best known wrestler that he has managed over the years, Andre the Giant. So you see the influence with the singlet. Of course this one's cloth, but I do have another Andre that has a painted on singlet. Man, he's huge compared to Bobby Heenan. And finally, a comparison with the other figures in Legends Series 7. Here's the bad guy, Razor Ramon. And another wrestler that Bobby Heenan actually managed for a little bit. Greg the Hammer Valentine. So there you go. Now I have all three figures from Legends Series 7. My favorite is still Greg Valentine out of the three. So not bad. I think this figure is very underrated. And he's starting to gain a little bit of popularity because I went to Target a couple weeks ago and they had 8 of these. That's right, 8 Bobby Heenan sitting there on the shelf. Then I went to Target earlier this week, which is when I got this, and they had 1 left. That's right, 1. So 7 of them sold out that fast. So he's starting to gain a little bit of popularity. And I'm curious why. But I kind of don't blame him. It's a decent figure, and plus some people have actually been using it for customs. So like I said, if you want it, pick it up if you can. Overall, this is actually a pretty great figure. I actually really like it. I definitely like it more than I was expecting. My only complaints with it is, of course, the skin tone underneath, and of course, the weasel suit. It's a little tricky to take on and off. But aside from that, it's a great figure. So I would say if you're a Bobby the Brain Heenan fan, definitely pick him up if you can, or if you have memories of this match, from back in the day, definitely pick this figure up if you can. And I would say if you find it and you want this figure, definitely jump on it really quick because he's starting to gain a little bit of popularity. I've seen people talk about this figure a little bit more. And as I mentioned, he's starting to actually sell a lot better. Because as I mentioned a couple weeks ago, I went to Target and they had 8 of these. And then I went to Target a few days ago and they had 1 of these. So that fast, 7 of this figure sold. So if you still see this figure and if you want it, definitely pick it up if you can. So like I said, aside from the skin tone and the weasel suit's a little bit of a pain in the butt to take on and off. Aside from those couple things, I love this figure. It's a great figure. I'm definitely glad I picked it up. And I can't wait to actually recreate that match between him and Ultimate Warrior when he wore this suit. Maybe like a stop motion or figure photography. Anyway, so great figure. Pick it up if you can. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Be sure to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Check those out. Links are down below. And also be sure to get your official Kyle Record merch. Link is down below to my store on bonfire.com. And also you can catch me every single Friday and Saturday on the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Link to our channel is down below. Check that out. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Bye.